Hey, hello, good morning, guys, and this is Cody with Gautam. And guys, today we are gonna do the levels Taunting, Blind Dissidence, and Hidden Freeze. So, then for the do, let's get into it. So, today in this level Taunting, we will be covering Boolean equality, statements, accessing properties, strings, variables, and while loops. Ogres are so different. Same old normal equipment. And our goal here is to defeat the ogres. Okay, you can easily defeat munchkins, but for brawlers we prepared some traps. If you see a brawler type ogre, just say anything. You can distinguish ogres by their property. Munchkin is a type of munchkin, and brawler is a type brawler. Okay, so this is the function, so I'll just reload the level. So if the enemy is a munchkin, attack it. If the enemy is a brawler, say something to call the brawler. So if the enemy is munchkin, so if enemy.type equals munchkin, then hero attack munchkin enemy. If enemy type equals, and one important thing, always keep it in strings. Brawler hero dot say come here brawler. Okay. So now he attacks the enemy. And next time, what you do is that if it's an enemy, you go and attack the enemy. But if the enemy type is the brawler, you ask the brawler to come here because you see the fire traps. And you see the fire traps. After that, you also see the munchkins which are coming, and you have to attack them. So yeah. So then, while true, if there's an enemy, enemy, else you just move to this place. But he'll not move to that place because there's a burl over here that counts as an enemy, but we're not going to attack it. So now we just click submit. So you just see the enemy and burls. Burls are very powerful. So you don't do anything to the burls. You just let them be. So you just wait for the burls. You call the brawler. He dies. And then, yeah. So this is it for the level. So now let's go to the next level. The level called Blind Distance. We're ready to shoot. Distance 300 kilometers. Direction angle. Who cares about direction? You'll understand this later in the level. Boolean greater than less functions if statements, return statements, variables, and whiles. So let's click play. Same old equipment. Don't need anything new. Defeat the ogres. These are just too quiet. It looks like an ambush. The blind wizard is your only friend, but he's a really powerful mage. You will be a spotter for him. Watch ogres and say that in the distance for incoming. The wizard's powers are limited, so only use them when you see an enemy. This is a predefined function. The fire for their statement returns the distance, or 0 if there's no enemy. Okay, so now we're going to cover the return statement. Return statement is a statement that gives us back what the function says. For example, we have a function called add. So we have answer equals 1 plus 1, return answer. So if you call the function, it will return the answer, which is 2. Same thing. Enemy is the nearest enemy, result is 0. So you just define result. If the result is a number, keep it as 0. If you want it true or false or as a word, keep it as none. If enemy, result is the hero dot distance to enemy. So you want to do if there's an enemy and return result. If there's not an enemy, we'll just skip and we'll return 0. So while true, call nearest enemy distance. So enemy distance equals nearest enemy distance. If the enemy distance is greater than 0, here dot say enemy distance. He says the enemy distance variable, so that he just does it. And you said that And in the starting of the video, it said, not at the starting of the video, at the starting of the level, it said that we don't care about direction. So since we're doing a circle, from whichever direction they're coming from, just attack them. And these waves are really powerful. Now he just gets minus 279, which calculates about like 400 health. And there's us. And we defeated all the ogres. So now let's just submit. So what we did in this level is we used a function. And we took the function, we found the nearest distance, and we returned the nearest distance. And if it's not a good distance, you just go like, okay, there's no enemy, return 0. But in the find nearest enemy function, we just say that if the distance is greater than 0. So you see that we only have to say it once it's greater than 0. So what that also means is that if there's an enemy, so 32 greater than 0, 28 greater than 0, 19 greater than 0. So that means that the enemy is a bit more farther and we will not die. So now let us go to the last level, please. The trap predator is still a dangerous predator. Functions, enough statements, if statements, return statements, variables, and while loops. Same old equipment. Defeat 5 or more ogres. Okay. Caught in a trap. You will wait until the ogres are close, then attack, or you'll injure yourself. Functions return a value. So we'll do the same thing. So let's just reload the level. In attack range. So let's just see what this does. It just sees enemies if they are near enough, you just attack them. And they're like, oh my god, he killed 5 ogres, we're done, and next thing they just run away. So in attack enemy range. And one more thing, def, you need to keep def in front of a function before defining it. So it's like define the function. Distance is the distance. If it's less than 3, return true, else return false. So this is also a thing. We could also do a variable like this, so we could just keep return statement. Okay, or return statement. And next then you could keep statement equals none. But just for the sake of the level, let's just go into normal. Find the nearest enemy and store it in a variable. So enemy equals you don't find nearest enemy. Call an attack range as the argument and save the result is in a variable can attack. So this is like a lot of things. So we have to tackle them. So first, call an attack range. Okay, so let's just do that. In attack range enemy, input enemy as the argument. Okay, done. Save the result in a variable can attack. Okay, and attack. That's it. If you break it down, everything will be easy. So if the result is stored in can attack is true, then attack. So if can attack equals true, okay, so cannot attack, can attack, then we have to do double equals, or else we're assigning it, we want to check if it's equals. If can attack equals true, dot attack enemy. So that's it. So this part might look a bit confusing, so I'll just break it down for you. So the result is can attack true. So if it equals to true. So if you were using the variable, we would go like if can attack, if variable, whatever the variable you want to keep equals true, then you attack the enemy. So if his distance is less than 3, you attack it. Else, you just stay idle. You could go like, why don't you just keep attack? But right here, don't move, it'll be painful. If you move, the trap will get more tighter and extend, it will result in your killing. So even if we're doing nothing, once we move, it starts taking out. So the second we start moving, it starts taking out our life slowly. Now it speeds up. Now it speeds up. So if you see that every time we move, it takes up like about 20 health and then it just stays. So for example, if we were attacking and moving all the time, by the time we just killed 2 enemies, we would be at 0 health and we would fail the level. So yeah. So this is it for the level hit and freeze. So you could also think, why is it called hit and freeze? You hit and then you freeze. You don't want to like get your health back. You don't want to get your health bad. So we just kill all the enemies. You can use cleave. Cleave would make a move and it would be a bit more painful. Don't move a muscle other than your attacking arm. So yeah, so this is it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And guys, this is Corey with Taunting. I will see you next time. Have a good day. Enjoy.